Hi, welcome to lessonswithtroy.com. I'm Troy Brenningmeyer. Well, in today's lesson, we're learning my arrangement of the classic Christmas tune, O Come, Emmanuel. Now, although this is for Weissenborn tuned to open D, that doesn't mean that you can't play it on dobro or lap steel tuned to open D as well. D, A, D, F sharp, A, D from your lowest to your highest string. My arrangement for this tune is really basic. I was kind of going for kind of a Gregorian chant kind of thing where I'm just using single notes and then octaves and some basic slides and just trying to get a good sound, good intonation, good vibrato, and a lot of feeling with this one. Although it's in 4/4 time and at 100 beats per minute in the tablature, you definitely don't have to play it real strict as far as time goes. You can play it what's called rubato, where it's real free with the time. Just play it, make it sound good, and there's no jam track with this one, so it's just a total solo piece for Weissenborn or dobro or lap steel tune to open D tuning. If you're ready, go ahead and print out your tablature. It looks like this. Okay, and there's 2 pages of it. And let's get going learning O Come, Emmanuel. Okay, so I wanted to talk real quick about the key of this song. It's actually in the key of B minor. Now, B minor is what's called the relative minor of the key of D major. And you can simply find the relative minor of any major key by going up 6 notes on that scale. And that 6th scale degree is going to be the root note of your minor key, your relative minor key. So if we take the key of D major, and we're going to use our 4th string, and we're going to go up to the 6th note of that scale. So we go D's 1, E's 2, F sharp is 3, G is 4, A is 5, and B is 6. So that 6th scale degree is going to be our root note of our relative minor of that major key, that D major key. The relative minor of that is B minor. Now, B minor works great in open D tuning because you can use all the notes of your D major key or D major scale over that minor key, but our tonal center is going to be a B, B as in boy, instead of D, D as in dog. Okay. Now, another thing that works real great in open D tuning for B minor is this on your 9th fret, your B minor 7th chord. And all you got to do is just pull your bar back here to where you're on your 9th fret, 6th, 5th, and 4th string. And then you're playing an open 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. And that it makes for a really nice B minor 7th chord. So keep in mind, B minor is the relative minor of the key of D major. And a lot of songs in open D tuning sound great in B minor. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, well, let's cover the first phrase of this tune, and that'll be measures 1 through 7. It basically covers the single note portion of the tune. And I'm going to count you off, and I'll play pretty strict in time, but keep in mind when you want to hold a note out longer, you can do that. Play real free and real emotional with this one. And I must say, too, I don't have any reverb on this, so it'll sound a little bit different than it did in the performance. But here's measures 1 through 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, as you can tell, I'm playing a lot with my thumb on my right hand there. So we start off on beat 4 with that 2nd fret on your 5th string, and I've got my bar tilted up just a little bit because I'm playing all individual notes. I'm trying to stay away from hitting the other strings with my bar until I start playing the octaves, and then I'll go ahead and put my bar down flat. So we got 2 on our 5th string with our thumb, and then an open 4th string with the index, and bring the thumb up there to get 4th fret, 4th string, and then we're going to play that 3 times. So 2, 0, 4, 4, 4, And anytime you can put some slow vibrato on there, I'd say do it. Really try to bring these notes to life. 2, oh. Okay, now we're going to play, still the bar is tilted up, just the tip of your bar. Keep making sure your fingers are still behind the bar. And we're going to slide from 2 to 5, playing that with the thumb on the right hand on the 4th string. And then we're sliding back down from fret 4 to fret 2 on our 4th string. So 2, oh, 4, 4, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2. And notice when I change positions there, when I'm moving from fret 4 down to fret 2 to slide, I don't really take my bar off the strings. It keeps everything real smooth. And you might hear a little slide there from 4 down to 2, but I didn't put it in the tablature. But like I said, it sounds a lot smoother than taking your bar off and then going from 4 down to 2. And then in measure 4, we have an open 4th string with our thumb, and then 2nd fret 4th string, and then pluck it again on 4th fret 4th string, and then go to 5th fret 5th string, and then you're going to move down to your 2nd fret 5th string, and you're going to slide all the way up to fret 5. So let's try it from measure 4 going into measure 5. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 2, 5. See how I do that? If I'm moving from, say, fret 5 down to fret 2, I'm still sliding slightly, but I'm not really making it a real strong slide, like something that I would write out. It's just more something that happens naturally as I'm not really lifting my bar off the string to change positions there. Hear that? 2, 4, 5, 2, 5. And then right there, there's where you slide 2, 5. And then go to 7th fret 5th string, down to 4. And then here, the last part of this phrase, we're going to do this slide pull-off. So still the bar is tilted up, and we're on our 5th string, and we're sliding from 2 up to 3, back down to 2, pull up to 0. And rhythmically, it sounds like this. Just like that, 2. So it's a real quick slide up, slide back down, and then pull off. And when you pull off, try not to hit this lower string. Kind of pull off more at an angle. Okay, and then when you put your bar back down on 2nd fret 5th string, bring that note to life with some nice vibrato. So let's play that whole phrase. I'll count you off. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And like I said, although I am playing it strict right now rhythmically, I would say learn it rhythmically, to where you can play it in time. But if you would want to stretch out some of these parts where you're holding it out, maybe do that, if you wanted to kind of mess with the time a little bit. Otherwise, play it, real strict in time if you want to do that. But I'd say have the control to understand what is in time and how those rhythms work. 2, 3. Okay, now let's jump into the octave part.